you guys are going to say, Melody, stop buying books. Do you know what? I really wish that I could take that comment on board. However, I don't really like that kind of negativity. So I went and bought books anyway. I know I don't need any more books. I have far too many unread books on my shelves. It's actually ridiculous at this point. But I thought, you know what? What's a few more? And when I say a few more, I mean not one giant bag full, but we actually have two giant bags full to go through. I was going to save these for a kind of collective haul, but these are just getting on my nerves. I need to get them away, and I thought, you know what, let's just share them with the besties and go through all the books I have bought recently. So grab yourselves a coffee or a cup of tea or a snack, or all three if you fancy it, and let's dive into another incredibly unnecessary book haul, and hopefully maybe I'll stop buying books. That's never going to happen, but let's dive into the book haul. I hope you guys enjoy and carry on watching. So the first book I have picked up recently is, of course, Releasing 10 by Chloe Walsh. Now, this one actually is part of a massive series, which have I read? Absolutely not. I've read book 1 in this series, loved it, broke my heart, made me want to curl up in a ball for maybe 3 to 6 working days and just not speak to anybody. But I have not carried on with the series because every single book is roughly around this size, and this book is over 730 pages long. Absolutely insane. I don't want to read the back. All I know is this one is about Lizzie and Hugh. I don't think I know who they are currently, as I have only read book 1, but I am excited to kind of carry on with the series, although I have seen a lot of people say they either don't like Lizzie or they are sobbing their eyes out, both of which I am so nervous about. So this is the first book I picked up, and yeah, I am terrified but excited, and I would love to know down below, have you read this book yet? What were your thoughts and opinions, spoiler free? And yeah, I'd love to know. So that is the first book, which I got from Waterstones for $10.99. The next book is one which was on my Amazon wish list for probably nearly 2 years, and that is Meant to Be by Lauren Jackson. I don't really know much about what this book is about. I remember seeing it ages ago and thinking, oh, that sounds like a bit of me, let's add it to the wish list. And then I saw that Waterstones actually stocked it, and I thought, you know what, let's pick it up. So on the back it says, Josie Mayer fled Fern Grove after a scandal that rocked the town, turning her back on her friends and family. She disappeared with no contact, no forwarding address, and abandoned the only life she knew. Now she's back and has to confront what she left behind. When Josie turns into her Oh no, that's not what it says. 1 second. When Josie runs into her ex-boyfriend Nick and Harley, the boy who stole her heart, she is faced with the pain and the heartache of the past she's desperate to forget. Josie must make a choice in doing what's best for her or risk repeating histories once more. My goodness. Histories once more? History once more. Okay, so this one is a steamy small town, enemies to lovers romance, perfect for fans of Anna Huang, Lucy Score, Tessa Bailey, and Monica Murphy, all of which I thoroughly enjoy. So this one sounds right up my street. The cover is beautiful. I will hold this up as well if you guys would rather have a read yourself, because I know that my reading out loud skill is not the best. But yeah, I got this one from Waterstones. Super floppy, super cute, and this one was, it doesn't actually say, I think it was probably £10 or something, I would imagine. But yeah, I'm so excited about this one, and it is only 360 pages, so very excited to start that one. The next book is another one of those books which I think I saw on TikTok absolutely ages ago, and then I added it to my wish list, and again I saw that Waterstones actually stocked it, so I decided to pick one up, and that is A Ship of Bones and Teeth by Karina Hallie? I'm not too sure how she pronounces her name. This is what it looks like. Honestly, all I can remember about this one is that it sounded right up my street, but I cannot really remember what this one is about. So on the back it says it's a standalone gothic dark fantasy pirate romance retelling of The Little Mermaid. Instantly obsessed. That is probably why I picked this one up. Retelling of The Little Mermaid from the New York Times best-selling author of River of Shadows and Blood Orange. Okay, so I think Blood Orange I have actually had on my wish list for a while as well, so I am intrigued to read this one and see kind of what I think. The flop is insane. I won't sit and read the entire back of this one because there is a lot on here, so I will hold this one up so you guys can have a read yourself. But again, the cover of this one is just so up my street. I love a good fantasy, but make it a dark fantasy. Obsessed. And this one, price wise, was, it doesn't say. So I have absolutely no idea, but I'm very excited to give this one a try. The next 4 books were all part of a series, and when I say that I picked these up mainly based on complete vibes, I am completely not lying. Like, I literally do not know what these books are about, but when you see the covers, you are going to know why I picked them up. So this is the first one. I am sorry. How beautiful is that cover? The second one is this one. How stunning. We have this one. Also, this is going to be in no particular order, by the way, because I have absolutely no idea. Look how stunning these are. Have I also ordered books 5 and 6? Yes, I have. Look how stunning. I'm sorry. I am a big, like, buying books based on cover kind of girl. Like, I know it is stupid, trust me. I have read many a book in my time that I didn't enjoy, that I solely bought based on covers, but does it stop me? No, it doesn't. I honestly cannot control myself. It's just so cute. Like, the cover of this, incredible. On the back of this one, it says, a swoony small town romance that will set your heart racing. Instantly, it's going to be a bit of me. I'm not going to sit here again and read you the back of each one, just in case I pick up book 4 and completely spoil it, but these are the 4 books, and they are all by Catherine Cowles, I think it is. They're stunning. I saw these a while ago, I think, on a lot of American booktubers, like videos and things like that, and I always saw them and thought those are the most beautiful books I've ever seen, and I never found them in the UK for ages, and I spotted them in Waterstones, and I thought, you know what, Melody, now is the time, because these are just stunning. I mean, watch now, the works will get them and they'll be in the 3 for £7.50 section or something, but I knew I just needed these. These are beautiful, and I have heard, I think that, don't they have like a bit of a mystery kind of aspect to them? I don't know, but again, covers, vibes, absolutely adorable. Let me know down below, have you read these books? Have you heard of these books? I would love to know, and let me know your thoughts, because I'm just really excited to dive into this series. The next 3 books was either the most smart and incredible decision that I've ever made, or it was the most idiotic and stupid decision I've ever made, because I have not read a single one of these books. Again, it's all part of a series. Did I order all 3? Yes, I did. I did have the first one on my Amazon wishlist for absolutely ages, and I don't know what it was. I just didn't pick it up, and then I saw that all 3 were available, I think traditionally, but I cannot get my words out, traditionally published and available on Waterstones, and I thought, do you know what? Is that a sign? I think it probably is. So the first book is A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. I have heard some incredible things about this book, and I just knew that I really wanted to read it, and again, because it was on my wishlist for a while, I made that my excuse and reasoning as to why it was absolutely okay and necessary to pick this one up. So not only did I pick this one up, I also picked this one up, which is A Reign of Rose, which I believe is either book 2 or, no, I think this one's book 2 actually, which is A Promise of Parado, because it hasn't got the other one on the back. So I'm gonna go with my gut and go with this is book 2, and then we have A Reign of Rose, which I think is book 3. I'm gonna be real, I have no real idea about what these books are about, so let's read The Dawn of Onyx together. It says, captured by the King of Darkness, forced to find the light within. I mean, instantly I'm gonna love that. We all love a dark romance. I absolutely love like a dark and mysterious male main character, so it's already drawing me in. Okay, this one says, Arwen, I'm never going to be able to pronounce these names, by the way. Arwen, never expected to be the brave one, offering her life to save her brothers. Now she's been taken prisoner by the most dangerous kingdom on the continent and made to use her rare magical abilities to heal the soldiers of the vicious Onyx King. It's giving Beauty and the Beast kind of vibes, which I'm all here for. Like, I'll love that. She knows better than to face the ancient wicked woods that surround the castle on her own, which means working with a fellow prisoner might be her only path to freedom. Unfortunately, he's as infuriating as he is cunning and seems to take twisted pleasure in playing on her deepest fears. To make it out of enemy territory, she'll have to navigate backstabbing royals, dark magic, and deadly beasts, but untold power lies inside her, dormant and waiting for a spark. If she can harness it, she just might be able to escape with her life and hopefully her heart. I cannot get my words out today. I don't know what is coming over me, but I could not read that for the life of me. I'm gonna let you guys pause, have a little read and see what you think, but this actually, it sounds like something right up my street. I feel like this was a really good purchase. I feel like I am going to really enjoy this series. I don't know if there's any more books coming out within the series. Please let me know down below if you know of any, but I am really looking forward to diving into the series and cannot wait to read it. So let me know down below, have you read this series? I would love to know. And also, by the way, if you guys didn't know, I did start my own book club. It's the Besties Book Club, which is available on Fable. And if you guys ever see any of my haul videos and you see a book which you would really like to see be included in the club or within the voting system, like, let me know, because I would love to know what you think. But this one definitely is sparking interest and I might have to include it in a vote very soon. So that is the next 3 I picked up. The next 4 books I picked up are all by LJ Shen, and I saw these absolutely ages ago, and for some reason I couldn't get them in the UK anywhere. I found the first one on Amazon and then the rest just weren't available, and then I spotted that Waterstones actually stocked them online, and I didn't even realise these were going to be the sprayed edged editions. So I am really over the moon. So the first one is Vicious, obviously by LJ Shen. This is part of the Sinners of Saints series, and on the top it says he's bad news wrapped in a good suit. I'm gonna love it. I really like LJ Shen's writing. I'm gonna read a tiny bit of the back. I won't read the whole thing, but it says, he was toxic, poison, and he was going to kill everything beautiful in my life if I let him. He was the storm to my cherry blossoms. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. Then we have the second one, which is Ruckus, which is this one. And it says, if she falls, we both go down. And on the back it says, I live for you, I breathe for you, I will die for you. It has always been you. We love it has always been you kind of trope. I love the sound of that one. Then we have this one, which is Scandalous, and this one says he's got a squeaky clean reputation and a very dirty mind. Love that. And on the back it says, I always enjoyed the broken in... Wait, hang on. Let's try that again. It says, I always enjoyed the broken in the fairy tales better. The apple always looked shinier because I knew it could destroy me. So amazing. And then book 4 is Bane, and this is a liar, a con, a thief, and my saviour. And on the back it says, Snow White waited for the prince, you'll be the one saving yourself in this story. I cannot wait for these. Do you know, it's funny, as I said previously, you guys know me by now anyway, like I am a massive like collector of books. Like I buy books based on authors or I buy them based on covers, and it is a very big issue. But I mean, come on, like these, if these don't scream Melody is gonna absolutely like devour these, like I don't know what will. I will absolutely love these, I can already tell, and I'm so excited. If you guys would like a reading vlog also on any of these books, please let me know, because I am tempted to do like reading vlogs on whole series, so this could be a very good option for that. So yeah, those are the next 4 books I picked up, and honestly I cannot wait to dive into these. So that is the first bag done, and now we move on to the second bag, which I don't think has as many in because a couple of them are hardbacks. So I'm gonna go from the top. The first one we have is Kiss of the Basilisk. Now I haven't actually read the blurb of this one, and I'm not going to, because I have heard that it is better just to go into it blind, and it's the most confusing thing to try and describe to people. But I've heard this one is the most insanely spicy book ever. I cannot wait to dive into it. I don't really know much of what it's about. It literally says on the start, a warning to readers, it's best to go into this book with absolutely no knowledge of its contents. If you're curious, you can read about it below in the paragraphs between the snakes. Kiss of the Basilisk is unlike anything you've ever read before, and you may never read anything like it again. Say goodbye to the person you were before this book, and when you're finished, hand it to a friend so they can read it too. Be warned, this book contains scenes of intense and sexually graphic nature. Our sincere advice, buckle up. I cannot. This used to be called Split and Swallow, I'm pretty sure, and now it's called Kiss of the Basilisk. I am really looking forward to this one. Also, the quotes on the back from people that have read this book are so incredibly funny. Somebody said, absolutely not safe for work, but so addicting you'll read it in the break room anyway. Another person put, I had to pray the rosary before and after each chapter. We then have SOS, I need help because of how in love with this story I am. Any of my non-smut loving friends, advert your eyes please, you have been warned. I cannot wait to dive into this book. It sounds like something I'm gonna really enjoy. I really just want to read it soon, but I have so many other books that I need to read. But there is, I think, a second book in this series coming out, which is really exciting, so I want to read this before that one comes out, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that is the next book I bought, and this one was £20 from Waterstones. The next book I am really, really excited about, but this one is the book which I literally walked into Waterstones, was having a little browse. I think I was killing time or something, I don't even know, and I saw this on the shelf and I picked it up, and I knew by, this is going to sound so weird, I knew by the feel of the cover, the kind of floppiness of it was going to be like possibly indie published, which means that I am probably going to be obsessed with it, let's be honest. This is Reign of Shadows and Endings by Melissa K. Roherich. I think that's how you pronounce her name. This is part of the Legacy series. I have never heard of this book in my life. Like, I literally picked it up on the cover. I thought the cover looks like a bit of me. Like, I feel like I'm going to really enjoy it. And on the back it says, "A world the gods forgot. All of the worlds and life they created, the gods favoured their children the most. But with that favour came the fear that their legacy would one day become too powerful and overthrow them. Davram was created, a realm hidden amongst the stars. The gods gave their legacy all the best of the worlds, and when they left, sworn agreement to never return and never to interfere. A historical event." I'm not going to read this whole thing. It's like absolutely insane. But just have a pause, have a read. I don't know why. I don't know what kind of possessed me to pick this book up. I think I saw it. I took a photo of it, I remember, whilst I was in there, and I looked it up on Goodreads after, and there were so many really good reviews, and I was like, I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna go pick it up. But this one was $15.99, so it is a little bit more on the pricey side because I think it is this kind of like indie published book, I guess. I don't know, but I'm really excited about this one. You can also get book 2 on Waterstones as well, so I am really tempted to pick it up. But yeah, this is probably the book I'm the most excited to read, apart from Kiss of the Basilisk, because I have absolutely no idea what to expect. I don't know much of what it's about, but it just sounds really great. So I'm really excited to dive into this one. Let me know down below, have you read this book? Because I haven't heard anyone else talk about it, so I would love to know if you've read it. A book I picked up from the works, we have of course got Ride With Me by Simone Soltani. This one is after Cross the Line, which I haven't actually read yet, but I have crossed the line with the sprayed edges, and I needed to get this one so that they match. Like, that is I know it's awful. I don't even know whether I like this author's writing, whether I like the story, but I needed to get this one to match. It was only £6 and I am really excited. I haven't read the back in case it spoils book 1, but if you guys want to have a read, you are more than welcome. But it's looking like an F1 romance. Like, what can you not like about a nice F1 romance? So that is the next book I picked up. We then have Goldfinch by Raven Kennedy. You're probably thinking, Melody, what do you think of the other 5 books in this series? Like, did you enjoy it? Well, you know what? You would be asking a silly question because I have not read the other books in the series. I think I picked up books 1 and 2, maybe from the works, like absolutely ages ago, and then ever since then I've been slowly collecting the rest. I have seen a lot of people say they love this series, but I have not even started it yet. But I saw this one in Waterstones for £10 and I thought, well, I think this might be the last one in the series, or there might be one more, and I saw that it was out in paperback. That's basically where my mind went with this one. I just knew that I needed it for the series that I have, and I didn't have it yet, so that is why I picked this one up. And again, this one was £10. I will hold it up so you guys can have a read, but I wouldn't read it if you guys are thinking of starting the series in case it spoils it. But the cover is beautiful, absolutely stunning, so cannot wait to dive into this series too. If you guys didn't know, I am in the middle of about 20 series at the moment, and I am really trying to cut that number back before starting more series, which is why you'll probably find that there's a lot of series that I haven't started yet, and that is the main reason, is because I'm trying to narrow that down. But we are getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting there. Anyway, what else did I pick up? Speaking of a series that I keep buying the books for but I haven't started yet, and that is Rewind It Back by Liz Tom Ford. I have heard incredible things about the series. Book 1 I've heard is not the best, but I feel like book 2 onwards have been kind of really hyped recently, that I do need to start the series soon because I feel incredible amounts of FOMO over the series. This one is about Hallie and Rio. I really don't want to read the back of this one because I don't want to spoil it, but if you guys want to, you are more than welcome. But all I know about the series is they are based on like sports romances, and they're spicy, they're fun, they're a great time. That is all I know about this series, and that is all I want to know because I'm going to go into it blind. But let me know, have you read this book? Because I'd love to know. So that is the next one I picked up. Similarly, again, another book which adds on to a series that I haven't started yet. We have got What Sleeps Within the Cove by Harper L. Woods. This one I bought the other books in this series. This is book 4 by the way, but books 1, 2 and 3 I bought from the work. works, so I wouldn't be surprised if the works did get this very soon. But this one I believe is kind of a slightly spicy fantasy romancy kind of book. Honestly, I don't really know much of what this series is about. Shock horror, are we surprised? But I am looking forward to starting it again. I do really want to get through a few more series before I dive in and kind of start another one. But this is one of those series which I have had on my kind of TBR for a very long time, and I would love to reach ASAP. This one was £10, but honestly it wouldn't surprise me if the works have it very soon. The next book is One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. I believe this one is part of a series. I know that she wrote the book This Summer Will Be Different, and I have a feeling the other one, is it called Every Summer After or something like that? I have read one of her books and I did really quite enjoy it, so I am looking forward to diving into a few more of her reads. This one I think would be really good for like a holiday or if you're traveling, anything like that. Like, it is screaming summer romance vibes, I guess. I don't know, it looks beautiful though. I will hold the back up if you guys would like to read and see for yourself what you think. But this one again is a newer release, sorry, and I can't wait to dive in. So let me know if you've read this or if you've read any of her other books and if you would recommend, because I'm really excited about that one. A book which I pre-ordered, and that is Full Tilt by Emma Scott. Now this book I have had on my Amazon wishlist literally since I made it. I think this is one of the first books I ever added, and it just got published by Bloom literally really recently. It's a beautiful floppy edition, but also there is another one. There's Full Tilt and there's another part to this which is coming out as well, but this I believe is the first one. I am really excited about it. I have heard it's quite emotional and it will make you cry, which I don't know if I'm ready for. On the back it says, "I would love you forever if only I had the chance." Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I swear, if someone dies in this book, I am going to scream. Have a read of the back, see what you guys think. I am getting sad vibes already by reading it. I literally read one line and it makes me want to sob. Gonna have to read it soon. It sounds incredible, and this one was £9.99, also from Waterstones. We then have a new book by Ali Hazelwood, and that is Problematic Summer Romance. This one again I also picked up from Waterstones, but it would not surprise me if the works have this very soon. They tend to have all her books at some point, so definitely keep an eye out in the works. This one is a beautiful cover. I love the foiling, I love the design. I absolutely love Ali Hazelwood's writing. The only book I've read by her I think that I didn't absolutely love was Deep End or Not in Love. Did I like that one? I can't remember. I loved Bride a lot, and I feel like a lot of her books, they're either like a 5-4-star read or they're like a 2-3-star read. This one I'm really excited about. I don't know overly loads about what it's about, so feel free to have a pause and have a read. I mean, obviously it's going to be a romance book, which I'm really excited about, and I find that Ali Hazelwood's books are really good for like going on holiday and things like that, because they're quick, they're easy, they're fun, they're not too deep, if you know what I mean. So I'm really excited about this one. Maybe I'll take it on holiday, who knows, but I'm very excited to read it. And last but definitely not least, we have got a book by Giovanna Lee, and this is Filthy Rich Fae Fallen Court, which is book 2 in the Filthy Rich Fae series. I have not started this series yet. I have got book 1 literally right there. You guys probably just can't see it, but I picked up book 2 because this one also has incredible sprayed edges, and I loved the Filthy Rich vampire books. They were so good. The first one more so was better than the rest, if I'm being honest. I felt like it did drag a little bit, but it was really fun, and I can't wait to dive into this series as well. I feel like it's going to be similar, kind of spicy, sort of dark a little bit to a certain extent, but about fae and not vampires, which I'm really excited about. So that is the next one I picked up. I got this one from the works with the sprayed edge, and I think it was maybe £5 or £6. I can't quite remember. I have a feeling it was probably around £6-ish, I want to say. And yeah, very excited to give that one a read as well. So those are all of the books I have picked up recently. I really hope you guys did enjoy. I know it's another book haul, so please let me know down below. Do you think I upload book hauls too frequently? If I do, I will definitely mix it up and try and kind of keep them collective and do them once a month if you are finding that it's too many. Do you know what I mean? So let me know down below. Also, any other video requests, please let me know, whether that be book related, Lush related, or anything in between. I would love to know. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love for you to join my corner of the internet, yet. We are on our way to 13,000 subscribers and it honestly means the world. So if you guys haven't subscribed, honestly please do. It would make my day. And again, also, as I said earlier, I have got a book club now. All the links are down below. If you would like to join us over there, I would really appreciate it. We have such a fun time and it's just a fun little place for us to chat and kind of talk about books a lot more than we do on here. So that is everything for today's video. I love you so much and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.